Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a bit longer than usual, but we've definitely been busy. Check this out. So remember in our last video, we're finishing this side. We did about half. The other side is already done, and now we brought the stones all the way up to our OSB, and it's looking amazing. Honestly, drop us a comment down. What do you think? I think especially this part here really blend in seamlessly. We tried to choose the stones that are gonna fit in good, so not too big, not too small, and also not perfect, because as you can see the house is the way it is, and that's actually what's making it cool and natural in my opinion. Let me show you the north side also that I did. Look at this. We also brought the stones all the way up. You remember this was originally our stone height, so I added 2 levels, and yeah, we still have to patch up those little holes. And this is the side where we kind of took a bit of a shortcut, if I can say so, because this is a side that's least visible, so we used, as you can see, bigger stones just to do it faster, but still it looks very nice. Here's this side again, almost finished, and then here, this is the first one we did. And looking at it like this with the doors, this is really starting to look like a house. And this is actually the moment that we also noticed our house is slowly getting there. So I think I can say confidently that the hardest work and the dirtiest work is done. We still need to do some details on the roof, patch these little holes, but the doors are here, stones lifted all the way up. But now we have to do the same or similar thing inside. Let me show you. So same as outside, we have to patch all of this, cover our concrete ring beam, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to raise the stone all the way up so the rafters appear to basically be entering into the stone or exiting out of the stones. That's going to be a bit tricky because we'll have to, you know, shape the stones according to the shape of the rafter, and that cannot be done with the grinder. That should be done with the hammer, so it looks as natural as possible. So we have again all of this, the same we did outside. My dad and I already started here and covered a big part of our concrete ring beam, and now we'll continue up all the way around. So that's that side. The first one we did well, almost. Only few little stones are missing all the way up at the top. Hopefully now you can see the vision when I said that the rafters are going to be exiting out of the stone. Obviously it's still not done. We have these 2 big holes here and then also all the way up, so the stone is going to go here on the sides up and then join this stone here, and only then you're going to get the full picture. But yeah, this is approximately what it's going to look like. As I said, we're going for that clean look stone all the way to the wood. And then also here in between, there's now OSB plywood, but we're going to put a nicer boards here in between later. And I actually wanted to show you another thing. So you remember all these stones that we cut to cover our concrete ring beam? I thought them as a waste, which I don't know, I guess I was just lazy to think. But yeah, what we're doing now is we're chiseling them and then putting them up. How you can see, now it has a perfect face, because it was cut clean, and it doesn't fit with those rocks up because it doesn't look natural. But the only thing we have to do is chisel it here from the corners and then a little bit in the middle, and then we have a very nice rock, which is, by the way, also the depth that we need. And most of these are exactly this kind of depth and they fit perfectly up, so that's what we're doing. Let me show you how I do that and how good this stone is going to look like afterwards. Well, of course, when I want to show, then it doesn't go. This one was very brittle, so it cracked, but we still got a nice smaller rock. But let me do a good one. Okay, second try. Let's go. And as you can see, a very nice rock. We still have this flat side, but we'll leave it so. You can see nice straight edges, and it should fit perfectly somewhere there up. By the way, look, we already did many. Here's one. This one is also very nice. Look at this one. Amazing. But okay, let's put you on time lapse and continue. We're advancing quite good there inside, you saw, and it's weekend, so
So I'm here.
yes, we got our backup. Actually, she's the driving factor here on the construction.
Yes.
You can see now.
I'm doing the mix as usual.
Šta ima Frano? Aj reci nešto za kameru.
Šta, nemoj me molim te.
Pau prepared here a very good cake, the paste for our stones. And actually Pau is switching between computer work during the week and then construction work, outdoor work during the weekend. How does that go? What's better?
Prova je slano, prova je slano i papreno.
Provaj.
Super.
So what do you say about your work mixture?
I think I have the best of both worlds because this is really hard and I don't know how it would be being full-time here as Gabriel does. I really admire him. But also being in the computer is also hard. It's a lot of eye strain and yeah, it's also hard. I mean, not physically hard, but mentally hard and for the eyes mostly. And
So
just being seated all the time, it's, yeah.
Slušaj,
So I think I have the best of both worlds.
Oh, cool.
Slušaj.
Yes. Okay, let's listen to Frano's wisdom.
Papučan. I reci mu da to promijeni. Večeras kad dođeš kući uzmi u kantu.
She said he doesn't like my shoes which are ripped.
Adio
So he says I'll fall, and he told her to throw my shoes tonight when we come home. By the way, you see that the cable is running inside. No more cable there. That's so good. That's such a relief. And we told you that we're gonna give you a little update on our Delta. And this thing is amazing. So you can see this is where we keep it nicely tucked inside and just run small extension cord out there or to the little house when we need it, directly from the battery. And then let's see how much we have left. 52%, a bit more than half. And that's actually after 5 days of using it. And out of these 5 days, we had, 5 days of mix and mortar. That's not such heavy work that draws a lot of power itself. That's moderate. But then we also had 2 days of full stone grinding, and it's deep stone grinding. And this thing still has more than half of the battery left, which is, amazing. So we'll basically be able to finish all that inside stone work, so covering all the concrete ring beam, cutting stones for that, mixing the mortar, and then filling all the holes above all the way to the OSB, all on single charge. And yeah, you saw how much the big grinder is drawing. Here you can see that the grinder is drawing up to 3.5 kilowatt when I'm cutting these bigger stones, which is a lot of electricity. I've seen electricity dropping even in a regular grid in the older households, such as Frano's, under this much consumption. And this thing is handling it with these. Our usual work of just preparing mortar or plugging in and out machines, charging our batteries for these small power tools will easily go 10-15 days, 2 weeks on single charge, which is absolutely game changer. So yeah, definitely no worries about electricity anymore. This thing changed the game. And if anyone has any particular questions about that one or any tools here that you see that we use during our construction, drop us a comment down. More than happy to help if we can with any advice, how any of these tools served us so far. And now let's go back to work.
Hello.
Hello, wie geht's?
What do you gotta say about this task?
I gotta say that I almost dropped
the bucket?
the bucket full of mortar.
But
This seems to be a never-ending task, honestly. Yeah, just stone after stone after stone, and then stone after stone after stone after stone.
yeah.
But look, almost done, at least with the concrete ring beam, so we still only have, half a meter to cover. Hopefully these 5 stones that I cut are enough. Let's patch that up, then do this section above, and then we're left with that there.
Then we're left with this side. Yay! But okay.
But it's worth doing it. I don't know. What do you think? Paul saw it now after not being here a few days, so a lot changed. So we can ask Paul, what does she think?
Well, just by looking at it, I think it's completely worth it. But of course, I feel a little bit not sorry, but a bit yes, sorry because of Gabriel is the one doing this day after day after day. Ooh.
Again, almost dropped the bucket. Look where it is, how it remained. No way.
So yeah, it's just day after day after day, and I also just want, because of him, that this is over. I mean, obviously I'm not doing so much here, as you can see, but...
You mix the mortar.
Yeah, I mix the mortar. I would like to do more, and we want to optimize, so maybe that I also go up and put stones and etc. to be faster, but yeah. It's been tedious for sure.
But the result is going to be worth it.
But exactly,
100%.
it's worth it. Look at this side. Looks marvelous.
We're doing such a good work here. And I didn't know you're recording. But now you heard my voice, so not only that I can do construction, I could also, you know, fill arenas worldwide with my angelic voice. That's a joke. It actually sucks, but what can I tell you? At least I found a good stone for here.
And of course, it was gonna happen sooner or later. The bucket already landed. But luckily nothing went out.
You see, that's Paul's magic mortar. So, you remember, this was the section that we still needed to cover. 5 minutes later, look how well the stones that we did blend in. And actually, I was cutting them with the general purpose of putting them here, but I didn't really cut them exactly to fit perfectly here, but somehow they did. And look at the last one.
Awesome. You're covering it.
Awesome blossom.
Awesome Blossom. You guys know where Awesome Blossom is from? Put it in the comments if you know where Awesome Blossom is from. And now, look how marvelous this looks. Wow. Time for a break.
What do we have for food?
Lunch.
We have a very good squashed sandwich. It kind of got pancaked in the bag, but even better because now it's crunchy outside, soft inside.
And easier to bite.
And look how sweaty I am. Well, there's also water.
And we also have orange.
And some cookies.
And some baby cookies. I'll show you the baby cookies. I don't know.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Mortadella.
Mortadella. Yesterday we were craving these cookies for babies. Yeah, and they're pretty tasty actually.
Because they're pretty simple.
Yeah, and this is mine with sourdough bread. And I love to put tomatoes in sandwiches. For me, a sandwich without tomato is not a sandwich. What is the vegetable that you need to put yes or yes on your sandwich?
For me, paprika. Well, you see only a little bit.
Okay, ciao! See you later.
Let us eat.
And we continue. Yeah.
After lunch, we didn't record much, but we advanced pretty much. You can see we closed the whole side with big rocks. And now we're patching this final holes up under the OSB. Yep. So we still have this, then that one. And today we want to patch these holes up on this one so we can show you what the final result will look like, because, you know, then we'll have these two sides done and connected. And that's basically, yeah, the two other sides, once the final side is finished, are just going to reflect that. So, but yeah, you can already see almost what it's going to look like, but once these little holes are packed, it's going to look still pretty different. Cannot wait to see. We're approaching the end, well, at least for these two sides. And I want to show you the rock that I'm really, really proud of. So that's the last one there to fill the gap between, or to connect these two sides in the corner. This was a rock about this size, like this, and I spent half an hour cutting and chiseling it. And let me show you why I'm proud.
Wow.
That's how we roll. What can I tell you? Well, anyway, people, that's gonna be slowly the end of this video. Let us show you exactly what we have up. Also, we still have to fill a little bit there, but this is what we got. This transition, so this whole part is done and it's looking amazing all the way up to the OSB. And then we also did this corner here. And yeah, which means now you can see what it's gonna look like, the final result. And then we still have to finish up with the last level here, connect it here. And this part here looks perfect. And yeah, now the rafters are really exiting out of the stone. I really wanted exactly that look. And then, well, on this part, we still have to cover the concrete ring beam and then put the stones all the way up. But yeah, that's about it. Next time you see this, it's gonna be 100% finished. What do you say?
But I need to think. Yeah. It's looking exactly how we imagined, and we cannot wait to finish this. It's a tedious job, as we already mentioned, but very much worth it. And now we're ready to go to the beach. So enjoy your Sunday, and see you next time. Bye!